Good evening, everybody. Hi, I'm Ross Cook, the founder of Ross Cook Balancing. I'm that guy that teaches you about journeying within yourself and developing quality relationships. And by relationships, I mean relationships first within yourself, relationships then with what you think, do, and feel, and then lastly with the relationships of everything that you do and connect to outside of yourself. Welcome. Glad to have you here. I've been watching a bunch of NC2A men's basketball today, and it's tournament time. We're calling it championship week. The women's tournament's coming up, and if it's not everywhere you look today, it will soon be. In the next 2 weeks, it will just be March Madness and going wild out there. I want to share a couple goofy ideas. If there were, 68 teams made the tournament out of 360 some teams. 68 teams made the tournament, and it'll be decided tomorrow. What if there were only 68 people in the United States who sold cars? What if there were 68 people who sold health insurance? Do you think they'd be pretty good at what they do? I would hope. 68 people that sold something on the internet. What would that be like if it were? Well, that's essentially what's going on in college basketball. These are major universities that do a great job in education, and then they have these athletic teams that play forward into a microcosm of the whole. My point tonight to start is that these young people we're watching play, men and women, are student athletes. They're students first. So what's that mean to me? I want to know, am I making the final 68? Am I making the tournament in my life right now? Are you making the tournament in your life? Against who? Against the people you know. Against the people you meet at business, the people you're in cooperation with, friends, people you know in business, casual acquaintances, people you know in your leads groups, whatever. Are you ascending into your own, what would be your own tournament? Okay? So in education, these kids playing are student athletes. So in education, in your tournament, how many books you read lately? How many books have you read cover to cover? Is that not your modus operandi? I'm not asking you to feel good or bad about how you read books. I'm just saying, you realize when we were publishing books, and we still are going to publish some more, our publisher told us that, do you realize that the average person only reads 17% of a book before they put it down? Wow, that shocked me. I had no idea that was like that. 17% of a book before they put it down. And the point they were making that day was, therefore, you would write a bunch of books where people would read 17% of a bunch of books rather than write one big compendium book where they would read just a little of that book. Okay, so the idea being is how many books you read. How much have you read on the internet? And I don't mean watch little kittens run around, and granted, they're beautiful and cute. No, how many courses have you taken online? All right, the second part of education, team, and the game itself. So education, we talked about it. Team, what's your team like? What's the team that helps you be you? What's your family like? Are they improving? Are they growing? Are they solid? Are they struggling? What do you need to do to keep your team improving? What's your role in that? That includes friends. That includes people you work with. What are you an improving influence on everything around you? Very big deal. Okay, so that's education, team, and the game itself. Now I'm going to tell you, this is a look back into how college basketball coaches think about things. They think about goofy little minutia, and then they build everything on that. But it will make all the difference in the world. It's critical, important decisions being made. Here's a goofy one. If your team has the basketball and they shoot it, okay, the instant ball shot, does your team fall back and play defense? That's one whole concept. Or do you shoot it and then kind of hang around, balance the floor, and attempt to get the offensive rebound? You're going to see, because if you choose to shoot it and fall back and play defense, that means every drill and every practice and every group of content of practice, preseason, during season, postseason, is going to be based in large part off of that basic decision and congruently held together by that idea. That means when you get in games, it's going to be built basically on that idea. Well, when we take that to our own personal life, what are the minuscule little decisions you make that say, this is who I am? we could say they are your values. I'm going to be a healthy person. I'm going to be a happy person. I'm going to be a kind person. But they will make a difference as to whether you're going forward. And that is a track, essentially, you run on as you go back to the team concept and bring your strength to the team, as in, am I improving? Okay? Well, this is a very different Facebook Live than most of you have heard from me over the years. This is just a look. I've been watching basketball, and I've been thinking as I did as a basketball coach, and they think differently than you think they do, and they think differently than you do. And as a coach, when I go into that mode, I definitely have a bunch of these different ideas come up in mind. I'm going to watch in the next few weeks with a conscious attention to, would I make my own team, and would I make my own team and get my team into the tournament? Is my team and I personally, my philosophies and behaviors, improving enough? It's a good model, because let me tell you, in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, it's going to be everywhere, and it'll be a constant reminder for you, and how exciting. I hope this helps you. It's certainly going to be something I play with for the next few weeks, and I'll let you know how it's going. I'm Ross of Ross Cook Balancing, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. I certainly hope you're well, and just enjoy your evening. I'll see you tomorrow.